Tanya here from EDU TV. I welcome you all to this esteemed gathering today. It is my great privilege to stand before you today to inaugurate this virtual Counsellors Colloquium organized by EDU TV. And I would want to express my heartfelt appreciation to all of you for joining us on this special occasion. As we all know that education today is not just about acquiring knowledge, it's more about empowering individuals to share their destinies. In this beliefs that has fueled our dedication to creating platforms like today's Counsellors Colloquium, where we've all come together to strengthen the bridge between schools and universities. I first of all would want to welcome Professor Dr. M.M. Pant. I'm sure everybody in the education fraternity knows him, so I'm not going to take much time to introduce him. His name itself is a good introduction for him. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Right. I would also want to extend our deepest gratitude to Mrs. Alka Avasthi, the principal of the Mayur School, Noida, for her unwavering support and enthusiasm for this event. And her commitment to the education industry is an inspiration for all of us. Today, we are honored to have participation of esteemed school counselors from various institutions. You can also see a few names in my backdrop, which gives you an idea as to we have counselors from which all schools joining in. Counselors, your presence here reflects your dedication to guiding and nurturing the next generation of learners. I would also want to welcome distinguished experts who have joined us from different institutions. We have Mr. Dennis Richard from Avantika University. We have Mr. Rupesh Sinha from Rishihood University. We have Mr. Ashutosh from Vijay Bhumi University. Ms. Charushila Nerula from University Connections. Dr. Neha Vashisht from the Shobit University, and Mr. Manik Gopal from the Mentor. Sir, ma'am, your expertise and experiences enrich our discussions today. The idea of today's conference is to discuss about the various career options that are available for students these days and what are the things that the counselors should keep in mind, because as counselors, they are the ones who talk to the students in person every day. And they have a lot of queries and things in their mind as to how should the funding be taken care of. I'm sure Ms. Charushila, Mr. Manik, and the others will be able to help us out in that. And the various things that are available for the students now, the next generation. Can we please have Mr. Rupesh from Rishihood University? Sir, we can have your inputs on the subject, please.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. A very good morning, Pan sir, Ashuji. Sir, I would like to mention upfront here that we are proud to have Dr. Pant as one of our guest lecturers at Rishihood University. So it's a proud thing to tell here. Before I get into the discussion, I'll just give you a brief about what Rishihood University is all about. We are a 5-year-old university started by ex-IITians and entrepreneurs. And the idea was always to create something we call as impact university, education for impact. And for that, we have identified certain areas which are very contemporary. I'll tell you the list of schools that we have. We have a School of Technology, Newton School of Technology, in which we offer BTech, especially in computer science and AI. We have a School of Creativity. You would have heard about a School of Designs. We are probably in India, we are only the only university which has a School of Creativity, because we think that creativity is a bigger and broader thing, within which we offer a 4-year B design program and 2-year MDes program. Then we have a School of Entrepreneurship, wherein we offer MBA, and we are coming up with a very special BBA program, 4-year BBA program with a lot of global immersion. It's a very fresh approach. I'll be more than happy to probably connect with each of you and give you a brief about that program. And we also have a School of Education and Psychology, wherein we have psychology, in which we are integrating neuroscience as well as parts of AI ML, as Professor Pant was saying. And also we are allowing students to experiment with AR VR to come up with real cognitive mapping. So the idea is to expose the students to all those skills which are required contemporarily. Besides, we also offer PG education. We have programs for executives. We also offer PhD in all these areas which I just mentioned. And as I say that even Ashuji was saying that today the world is moving towards interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary education. So in accordance to that, we have majors and minors, and people from creativity can opt for topics from technology. They can go for AI, ML, as I was saying. Similarly, people from entrepreneurship can always take help of whatever psychology is offering. Right. So the overall, it's a beautiful campus. We have all the latest amenities related to sports, libraries, labs, design labs, computer labs. So that is, I would say that this is something that is expected from a top university. Just to give you an overview about the university. Now, coming to the discussion that we were having, it's a very useful discussion. So before I say anything, I would just like to throw a question to this gathering of experienced counselors. If I ask, what is the objective of higher education or education? What would your answer be? Because as Sir was saying, Pan Sir was also saying that how is, it can be answered about why is something that we need to understand very clearly, right? Why music? If I want to learn music, why? If I want to go into engineering, why? So similarly, if I may ask that why at all higher education is important from me. What are the objectives and goals of higher education? So I would probably expect some answers from the esteemed gathering, and then probably I would like to share my inputs also on that. Why? Why higher education? What are the objectives? I'll wait for some time.
Can we have the answers from some of the school counselors present out here?
It's a very interesting question, and I have asked this question to the students also, because my designation here is director admissions, which sounds more of an administrative thing. But throughout my life for last around 15 years, basically at heart, I have been a counselor. So I love interacting with the people, sharing all the information that I've got from various sources with them, so as to help them take a better and more informed decision. Right. So I have asked this question to students also, that why education? Why not? I mean, we are living in a world of entrepreneurship, startups. We are living in a world of dropouts becoming extremely successful. So why education? Why higher education? I'll wait for a couple of seconds, because I know that it's still,
personal and professional growth.
Personal and professional growth. Okay. Okay.
Sir, I feel I'm Navjot Chabra. Good morning, sir. So I feel that education is like a pyramid. So when children are doing all these subjects, ultimately they decide a particular line where they want to get the expertise. So yeah, that's why now they particularly know that since they have experienced all these subjects, now they know exactly what they want to study in detail, and
Right.
then use it for the work.
Right.
To fight. That's what I understand.
Right. Excellent, ma'am. So normally when I ask this question to students, the answer that I gave very normally is, you'll be surprised to get a job. Right. It is a on your face kind of answer. Right. Why in the world are you asking this question? Isn't it so obvious? For a job, of course. Right. And that is something which I think that this raises a question on the way we have been educating people. Right. I mean, the name Rishihood probably will create some interest in your mind that why the name Rishihood. Rishihood is simply the state of being a Rishi. And Rishi, in words of Swami Vivekananda, is a person who is able to give back to the society, who becomes a blessing to the society. And in different times, different ways and different skills will be helpful for the society. Right. So today, in like humankind in all the ages will be needing Rishis. Right, where APJ Abdul Kalam Azad was definitely Rishi in modern times. Ratan Tata is a Elon Musk, we can say in certain ways. Now we need that Rishihood. Now education, on the basis of whatever discussion I have had with a lot of experts, is something broadly we can go for. Number one, knowledge acquisition. Second, ability to apply knowledge. And third, as Pansar was saying, that ultimate objective is to be able to create knowledge, right? Research, Nobel Prizes, patents, right? The real objective of getting information, getting educated would be to one day create knowledge, right? And it is here where probably in India, the situation is not as great as compared to the West. because the kind of education, the kind of knowledge that we are creating is something which is required. I mean, now the things are brightening up, right? So when we talk about education, we always should keep in mind that are we creating an environment where the students are actually able to apply the knowledge to the best of the level, to the cutting edge, and whether they have the base and the momentum to create further knowledge. Over and above this, if we go to the sayings or the teachings of Swami Vivekananda, he says that the ultimate objective of education is to be able to manifest your true potential. If you are truly educated, that means you have been able to bring out your true potential, whether it is your physical potential, mental potential, or spiritual potential, right? And that's what I think when we talk to the students in this way, and we make them think about what they want to choose, right? I think students are able to come up with better options, right? So that is my take at counseling, because if we are able to help the child, help the student discover that what is it does he only want to apply knowledge and become expert in one area, does he want to go on to the field of research, accordingly we can probably come up with better solutions for the students. And obviously we can find out that which universities are offering education in those lines, so that now the student can actually fulfill the kind of potential that he has, and can realize the dreams and aspiration that he has. I'll stop here, because I'm sure there are more talks and more thoughts to be contributed here. Once again, I'll thank, and I'll be open for the questions. Thank you very much.